I've seen you here before. Not a coincidence, I'm sure. I hope you're looking at me now.
I have to be careful to not get so absorbed in the butter book that I forget the release coming up for the Queen's Rise, and I'm just so excited because number one, when you see this video, you can officially get ARCs on NetGalley. There's a limited number available, and then I have 7 copies of the omnibus that I'm going to send out to Storygram tours. I wanted to shout them out and say thank you in advance to all the people who are planning to share this book. I'm getting super excited. So I want to write a personalized message to everybody. And then I was putting the postcards inside and they're all numbered. I went through this stack here too, which is also hopefully gonna all have a home. And I included my business card, which I almost never use anymore. And so it's a little out of date, but whatever. And it's just gonna be really fun. So I'm gonna find these, wrap them up. Hopefully I have enough packaging materials left. I've gotten a few more things on Amazon, but not many, so we'll see. And just get them ready to go out in the mail. Then I can just ship them all out tomorrow. I've got about 3 minutes before I need to run, but I wanted to talk about juggling, writing, and also marketing books and just life in general in this vlog, because I'm like, so far I've just been showing you the writing process, which is super fun. I've been loving it, but there's so much other stuff going on, and I thought, why not show you the well, not the full scope to truly get that and be in my head. But today is a really, really good example of just juggling everything because I have a doctor's appointment. I am 23 weeks tomorrow, which is wild. And I'm super nervous about this appointment because how do I share this in 2 minutes? Very long story short, I have switched providers and discovered at my last appointment, which was the first one with this new provider, that they changed my due date based on a made-up date that the receptionist put in the computer to make my appointment. Because of a whole lot of stuff like the miscarriages that I had beforehand. So it's a long story, but I basically feel like I need to advocate for myself, and I did a very poor job of that last time. And the provider that I saw last time just steamrolled over me, did not listen to me when I tried to explain. And I'm just like, I understand that it's only a 2-day difference in the due date change. That's not really my concern. My concern is you making a medical decision based on a receptionist putting a date in a computer instead of listening to me as the patient. So as you can tell, I'm worked up. I have lost sleep over this the last 3 or 4 days in particular as I get worked up for this appointment. So I'm almost like shaking a little bit. I'm just glad that this appointment is happening early in the day. My mom already took my son. She's watching him for the day. That's my alarm. And so now I really need to go to the appointment because I want to drop off these books beforehand. These are all copies of The Queen's Rise, the 3-book omnibus of the Secret. I want to call it the Secret series, but it's the Queen's Rise series. Just gonna put them in the post box on the way. And then I should have eaten lunch. I'm gonna be so hungry at this appointment. Shoot. But today is day 19, I think, of writing the butter book, and I want to say that confidently because this is one of the rare days where I can be sure that I will write, even if I have to take a nap, which I probably will, because once this frantic, adrenaline rush wears off after the doctor's appointment, I'm just gonna be exhausted. So I am gonna get some writing done today, and I'll check back in with you later, but right now, we gotta get going. Before before I share how the appointment went, I went to Barnes & Noble. I got my little guy a replacement mini penny, as he calls her. The one he has right now at Grandma's house is just disgusting. And I gave her a few baths before I realized you're not supposed to. You're just supposed to wash the outside. And so I'm not sure if the inside of the other one is getting moldy. So we're gonna try to do a swap tonight. That and his lovey are his favorites, so I don't know if it's gonna be successful. And then I went out to eat lunch with my husband after the doctor's appointment, which went really well. But I also got this chocolate cupcake at Barnes & Noble. I'm so excited. This will be a reward for getting some work done. But I worried about that doctor's appointment for nothing. Like, the moment I walked in, they were like, so we moved your due date based on, you know, what you told the ultrasound people. And I was like, oh, kind of took the wind out of my sails there. But in a good way. Just had such a better experience. It makes a world of difference when your provider actually listens to you and doesn't like ignore everything that you're saying. So I just feel really, really good about this place. I'm like, thank goodness, I will just never see that other one ever again. Stick with this gal, and I feel good. As good as you can about giving birth anyway. So now what do I do? So now my options are, I could go, oh my gosh, the lighting's terrible right there. There we go. I could edit a video, or I could write. Like, what do? I kind of have a deadline on the video because I've been trying to get them up and I'm already late this week. So maybe we'll start with some editing. And I mailed out the packages. Oh, let's talk about NetGalley. Let me set this down. Where was I? NetGalley. I have some exciting news. If you don't know what NetGalley is, I should start there though. It is a place that most often traditional publishers use, but indie publishers use it as well as a place to offer advanced review copies in exchange for an honest review. And that's a review on NetGalley and typically at least one other place like Goodreads, a retailer like Amazon, social media, preferably all the above. The more the better. And so my book, The Queen's Rise, is on NetGalley right now. If you're seeing this, I will put the link below till release day October 1st. So you can get it. No, not you can get it. Sorry. I'm just really tired. That exhaustion that I mentioned is hitting me where I'm just like, now I just need a nap. It's available to request. I think that's the right way to say it. So I have a limited number of reviews. Not everybody's getting chosen. In fact, at this point, I probably won't give out that many more because it's been up for a while by the time you see this. However, it's worth requesting if you're interested in helping me out in reviewing and getting a free copy in exchange. It's an awesome thing for both the indie authors and you guys as readers. It's just really, really nice for both of us because those reviews make a massive difference on a book's impact on release day and beyond. I just really appreciate it. So thank you. And speaking of, I also have a street team. I've mentioned that before. I'll link that below as well. You're welcome to join at any time. This is for this book currently, The Queen's Rise, but also future books, I hope. That started out as people from the Kickstarter. They got the first invitation and the first few giveaways were just for them. And then I opened it up to the public. And so right now, thanks to the people who have actually read The Queen's Rise, there's already reviews on Goodreads. Reviews can't go on Amazon until the book's actually published, unfortunately, but I'm really, really thankful for those Goodreads reviews. And I wanted to shout some of them out in this video and just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means so much. You have no idea how much this helps me. And so speaking of juggling, I love the term juggling because it's so accurate to what always happens. You know, if you picture somebody juggling at some point, unless they're extremely good, one of the balls is going to drop. Right? That's just how it is. It helps to just kind of expect it. Like I'm juggling my book release, I'm juggling baby appointments and my son, taking care of him, taking care of my health, juggling the writing. My pastor a long time ago once said this and I really loved it. He's like, figure out which of the balls that you're juggling are glass and they'll break if they fall versus which ones are rubber and they'll just bounce and you can come back to them. The writing is rubber and so are YouTube videos versus like my family is glass and I will always try to catch that first, right? And my health and things like that. As I'm juggling these things, I'm like, I have noticed that I have been letting the Queen's Rise marketing drop because I'm so excited about the Butter book. And I just want to write today. Like I have been jealous ever since becoming a mom 2.5 years ago now of people who can just do a full day of writing. And then last time my mom was watching my son, it hit me. I could do that, but it would be at the expense of all the other things that I really need to do. And that's just not wise. Let's look at today's to-do list. I better grab my bullet journal. This is where I keep all my random stuff. This is kind of a short to-do list, right? Get some exercise. I did package and mail those books already. Check NetGalley. That's something I have to do every day. I want to edit the vlog that I was telling you about that's coming up right before this one. So I kind of want to get ahead. I just actually finished filming the last vlog yesterday and I was like, I have ideas for the next one. Let's keep going. I have really dropped the ball, speaking of juggling, on Instagram and TikTok, just social media in general. YouTube, I have kept up with it for the most part so far, but when it comes to posting on Instagram, I'm just like, I don't have it in me. And I've been feeling a lot of guilt about that. Like, why keep writing new books if you're not gonna market them once they're out? You know, I'm not talking about it, so my sales are going down. I've been slacking ever since I got pregnant, and my sales are showing that. And it's a little depressing, but at least I know why. It's not like I'm doing tons of marketing and it's not working, it's that I'm not marketing at all. So I've been considering trying Amazon ads again. I dabbled in it very briefly years ago, and I was just like, you know, I do not get this. I don't feel like figuring it out right now, but maybe now is the time. I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those things where I'm like, you know, I don't really have the brain space and the capacity to market all my backlist right now, but I can try to do at least a little something, and then I can try to give more energy to the Queen's Rise, which I only have 1 stack now instead of 2. Oh, speaking of which, that's on my to-do list to email the other Instagram tour company that's supposed to get some of these, because I had not heard from them. Out of the 2 tour companies that I hired to send some of these books to, and they're going to post about it on social media as part of the agreement, one of the companies is a week in the middle of September, and they already have set it all up. I just mailed those books out today, while the other one is supposed to start September 1st. Somehow, but they haven't even told me if people have signed up yet, and it's August 21st. So I need to email them today and be like, so what's happening? Hopefully it's just, you just got a different process, but at this point, if I don't mail the books out within the next couple days, people aren't gonna get them. So am I just not sending those out? Should I use those for giveaways instead? Sorry, you get to hear me verbally processing stuff out loud. I'm having that whole thing that moms deal with, where free time is so rare that when I do actually get it, I'm just sitting here going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? There's too many things. I don't know which one to start with. Which one's most important? Should I do some self-care? Should I take a nap? And I'm just wasting time because I'm not choosing anything. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm so tired. I don't know where this day has gone. Like, I went to lay down. I'm like, how is it 2 o'clock already? And so I set an alarm for 3, slept for an hour, kind of. I think I slept pretty good, actually. And then had trouble waking up. But I'm like, I have to get on the highway before rush hour, because the Twin Cities are insane with rush hour. And already, I'm like, great. It's already going strong. I'm going to go to a different Caribou today. If you're in the Midwest, Caribou coffees are the best, way better than Starbucks. There's so many of them around here, and I've got one in mind. I'm gonna go there and work for a few hours, and I didn't even start editing the video yet. I just don't know where today has gone, I swear. But before I forget, before this road gets moving again, I just want to say quick, I went around Barnes & Noble when I was there, and I originally just wanted to look and see what kind of covers Fae books had, so I was like kind of poking around, and I ended up finding like 5 Fae books that I had never even heard of before. 2 of them were on like front tables, not front, but like promo tables, and I think they were new, and there were a few that I think might be older, I have no idea. But I'm like, clearly Fae is still a thing, still going strong. But it was also very intimidating, because I'm like, one of them was almost kind of sounded Portal Fantasy, like the Butter book, where she was in the human world and then she like kind of fell into the Fae world. I don't know if she actually fell in the way that my character is, but it was a little discouraging, and I had to remind myself, like, there's no new ideas under the sun. Everything has been done before, right? That's normal. It's my spin on it, my take on it, my writing, and the values and fun things and jokes and whatever that I choose to put into it that are going to make it unique, even if the premise is similar to another book. Because obviously, like, we're using ACOTAR as a comp, the most popular Fae book ever. So it's fine. I just had a little bit of a moment there where I was like, oh crap. But again, if you have ever felt this, it's normal. There are so many books out there that nothing is truly original anymore. It's just, can you make your take on it original? You know what I mean? Okay, I better focus on the road.
You got me feeling like a firebolt high in the sky, looking like a thunderstorm, boy. Here we go, 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 go.